Hey guys, welcome back to the Steelers franchise here. We're not going to be hopping into a game today. We're actually going to be doing something I love to do in my franchises. So at the midseason mark, I really like to try to get a feel for the franchise and really kind of like to just see what's going on around the league, just so it doesn't really seem like, it's just the Steelers. I kind of like to see the story of all the teams, check out the stats around the league, maybe pull off a trade just to see what's going on, so it's not just like we don't know what's going on with the rest of the league, just so you guys can see how maybe the story of the NFC South is going, how Dallas is doing, or something like that. But still, I just like to check out everything. I forgot to show you guys. Devin Bush actually, his hidden development trait finally went away. I think that was a bug. You see, I know he played well over 500 downs, and he ended up being a superstar guy for us. So, we got a nice core going on here. We got a nice core. And the trade I am looking to get done here is we need to go after a pass rusher, and I do have a couple people in mind. I was looking around, and we could trade Ryan Shazier. I'm not going to do that though, because that's really cheeky, and that's just not realistic. Because I can't right now put it, because what I'm going to do so nobody can sign him, since he most likely won't play again, is I'm just going to put all of his ratings to 0. So nobody will sign him, but I currently can't adjust his rating since he still is injured in the game. So I think I'm going to have to wait for that till next year. So we're going to have to keep him on the team for the time being, just so no other team picks him up and uses him. But yeah, let's go ahead and try to get a trade done before we check out the stats. Let's see here. So I had a few people in mind. I was looking around, and it's pretty tough to get some trades to go down. But I think there is a trade we can get done. So we know the Rams did pick up Clay Matthews. Might not be the best pass rusher, but I think he could get the job done for us, and they're not utilizing him currently. When you take a look at their linebacking core, so Samson Ebukam is going to be the left linebacker, 100%. Then when you look at the right side, Dante Fowler is over Clay Matthews. I know they both have the same overall, but he is going to play in the spot of Clay Matthews. So Clay Matthews just currently isn't playing. So I think this would be a realistic thing, especially since he just isn't getting playing time. So we're going to try to go after Matthews. I think he would be a huge upgrade from Bud Dupree, who we currently have. So I don't think we'd have to give up much here. I'm just going to throw in our right outside linebacker, because I do want to get rid of this cap hit. That's a 9 mil cap hit for Bud Dupree. And I don't really feel like paying that anymore. Now, we are going to probably have to throw in something. I could throw in Moncrief. Maybe the Rams need a speed threat. We're going to have to throw in a pick. There's really no way around that. We don't really have a center to offer that's of any value to them. Defensive tackle's a little dicey for us there. Do we have a linebacker? We probably could throw in a linebacker, to be honest. We do have some nice ones, we have Barron here, Williams. We have some nice guys. So I would say we could throw it. See, what I'm saying here, we could trade Ryan Shazier, but that's completely cheeky in my opinion. So maybe Barron, he doesn't get a whole lot of playing time. Oh, they're interested. So this might get the job done. We'll give up Moncrief. We might not even have to give up Moncrief. So we could give up Mark Barron, who they were interested in, and Bud Dupree to trade for Clay Matthews. And keep in mind, he isn't getting playing time. So this wouldn't be out of the, it's not really out of the realm of possibility here, and we get him. So we don't have to give up really much. We trade an outside linebacker and a middle linebacker who's made some plays for us. So it's going to be kind of sad to see him go. He definitely did make a couple of clutch INTs for us, but we get a guy that can give us some production on the right side and add a little bit of pass rush with TJ Watt. So, I'm not mad at our defense right now. I'm not mad at it. Defensive backs are always going to be a little questionable for us, but they've stepped up, and our pass rush, I think, is there now. Adding in Clay Matthews to the fold. What's his stats looking like? He's 33, got nasty hit power. Not going to be the finesse guy that he used to be getting around the edge, but he's still got enough power move to get it done. And I think that's a nice combination of TJ Watt with his finesse to Clay Matthews with his power move. So I'm a fan of that move. So we did add Clay Matthews here, and I'm excited about that. See what he can do against Miami. See, probably should be able to beat up on him. Now we can advance forward here. I just was waiting to advance forward to the next week, just until we did get a trade done, because that was the last week we could trade. So let's go ahead and check out the standings. Let's check out the AFC first. Got the Bills at 5-1. What? The 5-1 Bills? Okay. Got the Steelers at 5-1. On my franchise, I started it so early. The Colts do still have Andrew Luck, so we're not going to really be able to do anything about that. Chiefs are 4-3. Let's just go through each division. So we got the AFC North. That's us. Browns are 1 game behind us. Looks like they had a bye the same time we did. So, yeah, we're in a real... If we lose a game and they tie us, you know, we need to keep on keeping on here with our streak. So we need to keep on winning. So Browns are 4-2. Bengals are right behind them at 4-3. I don't know if Baltimore's really going to be in the conversation down there at 2-5, but we still do have control of the division here. The AFC South, you got the Titans in the lead. Surprisingly, they're at 5-2. Colts are right behind them at 4-2. Then you got the Texans right behind them at 3-1. So that's a pretty close division. AFC East, somehow you got the Bills at 5-1. Okay. Patriots are down there at 4-3. Jets are 0-6. AFC, ooh, that's our next opponent. Dolphins are 2-4, so they're not looking too hot. Then you got the AFC West, 4-3 Chiefs, 3-3 Raiders, 3-4 Broncos, so not too great there. Let's go ahead and check out the NFC here. You got the NFC North. You got the Bears leading it. Really nobody close to them either. They're undefeated. You know, Packers are 3-4 behind them, but really nobody real close to them, so the Bears are in firm control of that. NFC South, you got... Ooh, wow, this is a tough division. You got freaking Carolina at 3-3, and they're leading the division. Falcons are tied with them, though, with 1 draw, though. 2-5. Well, that's crazy. I thought some of these teams would be way up there in the terms of overall. NFC East, you got the 6-1 Cowboys, 3-4 Redskins. Giants are up in there. So Cowboys are in pretty control of that. This is where it starts getting real crazy in the NFC West. You got the 5-1 49ers, the 5-2 Rams, and the 5-2 Cardinals. So that could go any way. You know, there's really nothing around that. So I'd say the most competitive divisions is this one and ours, because we got the Cincinnati and the Browns right behind us. Let's go ahead and check out the stats, see how we're doing. Then we'll check out the stats around the league. So we're currently 23rd in offensive yards. We're 2nd in defensive. Keep in mind, we're coming off a bye as well. Whoa. We're not playing good with Big Ben at all. I mean, he's decent in the terms of passing yards, but in the terms of touchdown to interceptions, we're just not doing good. We haven't thrown a whole lot of touchdowns with Ben. We've kind of been more of a run squad. We just haven't put up a lot of points to begin with, but either way, we're at 1,700 yards, 8 touchdowns to 10 interceptions. Not a great, touchdown to interception ratio. 57% completion rate. We've only been sacked 9 times, which is pretty impressive. Running the ball here, James Conner, he's played very good for us, very good. He fumbled 3 times, but I think 2 of those came in the last game. So he's ran it 104 times. He has 577 yards. He's averaging 5.5 yards a carry, which is good. 6 touchdowns. Pretty good stats here by James Conner, not going to lie. Receiving the ball, let's check this out. So JuJu leads the team here. 35 receptions, 700 yards, 3 touchdowns. He's averaging 117 yards a game. 20 yards a reception, which is really good. Then you got James Washington, who's averaging a pretty good stats as well. 32 receptions, 453 yards, 2 touchdowns, 75 yards a game, 14 yards a reception. Vance McDonald, 17,201. Dez Bryant, we definitely need to get him more involved, definitely in the red zone. He's got 19,202. James Conner, I do want to get him more involved in the receiving game. Sacks-wise, so yeah, our offensive line has played fantastic. I've been really impressed with how they've played. They've played really good. They haven't allowed much pressure on us. As you've seen, we've only been sacked 9 times, and our offensive line has only allowed 5 sacks at that. So 4 of that was on ourselves. So really impressed with how our offensive line has played. Really impressed. Defensively here, we got Devin Bush, who leads the team in tackles. All right, that's surprising for me. He's got 44 tackles. Well, it shouldn't be. He's a freak. He's a freak. He's really got insane stats. 44 tackles by him. 39 by Sean Davis. 31 by Vince Williams. 30 by Steven Nelson. What about tackles for loss? We got 7 by TJ Watt. 4 by Sean Davis. 4 by Steven Nelson here. Sacks-wise, yeah, we didn't get a whole lot of pressure. As you can see here, most of these sacks are from Stephon Tuitt, and we user him. So we're not getting a whole lot of pressure just from our defense alone. So 6.5 leads the team by Tuitt. 3 by TJ Watt. I would have hoped for a little bit more. I guess Clay Matthews was getting a little bit of playing time, not much. He only had 15 tackles, 2.5 sacks. But either way, I'm hoping he can have some production on the team. Let me know what you guys think about that trade. I'm a fan of it. We didn't have to give up much. We had to give up a linebacker. Really didn't get a whole lot of playing time. And Bud Dupree, so I'm pretty hyped about that. We actually get a pretty good pass rusher who I think can be somebody for us. Yeah, just not a whole lot of sacks. That's what we're seeing here. Interceptions, we get 3 by Vince Williams. He's been clutch. He's been really clutch. 1 by Hilton and 1 by Joe Hayden. So, you know what? We haven't had the most sacks, the most interceptions or fumbles, but our defense has just played good. We're top of the league almost in defensive yards, which I'm really impressed with. So we're not getting turnovers, but we're getting stops, which I'm impressed with. Now let's go ahead and check out the league here and see what's going on around there. See who's leading the categories and a lot of this stuff. So Matty Ice leading the league in yards here by a lot. 2,200 yards already by him. 13 touchdowns to 6 picks. Nice completion rate. Brady, he's always going to be doing this thing. 1,900 yards, 16 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, 66% completion rates. Deshaun Watson looks like he has a bit of the touchdown bug like we do. 9 touchdowns for him, only 3 interceptions though. Ooh, look at that year by Trubisky there. 16 touchdowns. Ooh, that's why the Bears are playing well. About 1,900 yards by him, 16 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 70% completion rate. They're taking care of the ball. I mean, just look at these sacks here. Look at how much they've been sacked compared to us. That just shows you our O-line. Rodgers having a good year. Who leads the league in touchdowns? So you got Aaron Rodgers tied with Luck. Ooh, wow, Luck is having an amazing year. 17 touchdowns to 2 interceptions. Okay. I mean, that's a good year all around. Mayfield is up there. Nick Foles is up there. Andy Dalton. Man, Andy Dalton's playing well. He lit us up when we played against him, didn't he? Let's go ahead and check out who leads the league in interceptions first. I got to figure that out. Okay. We do. We freaking do. Come on, man. You got to do me like that. Come on. Yeah, we definitely lead the league in interceptions. We haven't been playing great there, but let's be honest, I would say 5 or 6 of those is on us. A lot of them, the completion rate as well. We have to keep in mind, Big Ben is missing a lot of passes. A lot. I turned up accuracy, though, for the user, so we should get rid of a couple of those missed passes. I'll show you guys the sliders as well. I've seen a couple of you guys asking about those. Yards here. Ooh, wow. Elliott is in the lead by a mile. He's got 11 touchdowns. Calm down, bruh. My God. I thought we were having a good year with James Conner. Elliott, 138 carries, 900 yards, 6.7 average. That's insanity. 11 touchdowns, no fumbles. 132 yards a game. Get out of here with that. David Johnson having a good year as well. 700 yards, 4 touchdowns. Todd Gurley's up there. Adrian Peterson still doing it. Dang. Joe Mixon. I mean, we're in the conversation at least with James Conner. 577 yards. And keep in mind, too, these stats are going to be a little deflated. We are coming off a bye week, so we are going to have a week here against Miami to kind of pad our stats. I'm not going to take that game for granted, though. They are like 2-5 or something. But, yeah, we'll see what happens there. Ooh, wow. We lead the league in yards with JuJu, which is nice. I'm hoping to get JuJu a lot of upgrade points. So if we can continue that with JuJu, I'll be feeling pretty good. So, yeah, we lead the league 700 yards, 650 by Demaryius Thomas behind him, 630 by Julio. Man, we're ahead of guys like Julio, Alshon Jeffrey, Tyreek Hill. A lot of these monsters, we're ahead of them, which feels pretty good. Let's go ahead and, oh wow, Cole Beasley's up there. Let's go ahead and check out the touchdowns. So you got 6 touchdowns by Keenan Allen, 6 by Corey Davis, 5 by Lee Smith, 5 by Demaryius Thomas, 5 by Hollywood Brown, Anthony Miller. So a lot of 5 bombs up in here. Let's go ahead and check out blocking. Who's allowed the most sacks? 10 by Jeremy Parnell. Charles Leno for the Bears with 8. Nate Soldier. Defensively here, okay, we get 64 tackles by Anthony Barr, leads the league. 60 by Levante David. 58 by Jordan Hicks. 58 by KJ Wright. 57 by Demario Davis. Okay. What about tackles for loss here? We get 10 by Trey Flowers. Pretty good. 10 by Yannick Ngakoue. I'm hoping he goes into free agency. If he does, I'll be all over him. If we have any cap. Okay, so sacks-wise, you get 7.5 sacks by Michael Bennett, leads the league. 7 by DeMarcus Lawrence. 6.5 by Von Miller. 6 by Ryan Kerrigan. 6 by Donald, and then 6 by Olivier Vernon. J.J. Watt up in there at 5.5. Interceptions, 4 by Pat Pete. Still doing the thing. 4 by Malcolm Butler. That's pretty surprising. 3 by Tashawn Gibson. 3 by Ward, and 3 by the Honey Badger. So, all in all, I mean, yeah, pretty good year around the league. People are stepping up all around. So, we are currently 23rd in offensive yards, 2nd in defensive yards. That's pretty good for us. So, I'm feeling pretty good about those stats. Now, I will show you guys the sliders here. Well, actually, let's check out the rest of our schedule for the year. See what we're dealing with. So, we get 3 straight home games. So we play Miami. Let's be honest, we should get a W there. Now, I know these are going to say I've played these games a lot of times, but I have had to do slider testing in quite a lot of these, especially the Charger game. Had to do a lot of slider testing in that game. But yeah, so we play the Dolphins here. Then we do play the Colts, which is a pretty tough game. They still do have Andrew Luck. Then we play oh my, dude, the end of the year gets crazy for us. So we play the Colts, the Rams. We gotta go at Cleveland, at Cincinnati. We play the Browns again. We play the Cardinals. They're doing good. We play the Bills. They're doing good. They only have 1 loss on the year. Then we play the Jets. Then the Ravens. So we have a pretty tough schedule here to end the year, to be honest with you. Really tough. Really freaking tough. So, yeah, that's definitely going to be something cool to look forward to here. Really tough schedule towards the end of the year. Hopefully we don't fall off. Sitting at a nice 5-1. I'm hoping these tougher games don't really, destroy us. We're really going to see what we're made of when we play Cleveland. That's going to be a big game. So here's my XP sliders I'm dealing with. So these are some pretty good XP sliders. I get them from T-Dog. I use his sliders every year. You can find them on Operation Sports Forums. That's where I get my gameplay sliders as well. Pretty good XP sliders. Really like where they're at. These gameplay sliders are dirty, though. They're really nice. Gotta give Matt 10 props for him. Go ahead and check him out on Operation Sports Forums. Matt 10 sliders. So pretty much, you don't really want to change the sliders a whole lot from 50. You want to try to keep them around there as much as possible. Because once you start getting away from 50, where the game's meant to be played at, is when it starts getting a little dicey. Some dicey animations will happen. So basically, that's where you want to keep it at. But the penalties is where it really is pretty good. I'll let you guys see here. So we got injuries at 35, fatigue at 50, minimum player speed threshold at 80. The penalties actually do affect gameplay. I can for sure tell you that. So they will affect like how tight coverage is, how fast you will react to the ball, which is a little weird. You wouldn't think it would be that way, but they do affect gameplay 100%. So we have offsides here at 80. Just a couple of penalty sliders, increase and decrease to get certain animations to occur, and just for animations in general to occur. Now with these sliders, I will say they're really good. And the thing I like the most is pressure. So, our pressure from our line will just organically, it looks like it's just coming in like it really should. Like TJ Watt will get around the edge. It'll make the quarterback have to decide on where they want to go with the ball a little bit quicker. So yeah, these sliders are really good. Just wanted to show you guys though, in case you guys did want to use the sliders I was using here. because I'm getting great games from him. Great games. I've been using his sliders throughout the whole year, and no complaints about him. So that is going to wrap it up here, guys, for the midseason check-in. Next episode, we are going to be taking on the Miami Dolphins, and we'll see what we can do. They're 2-4. We're 5-1. This definitely is one of those games. One of those games, maybe take for granted. I'm definitely not, because our schedule keeps on getting harder, so I'm not going to take this game for granted. I'm going to try to get out there and get the W, because the schedule gets a whole lot harder. We still got Cleveland twice, the Rams. Some tough squads are coming up, so we got to try to get the job done here. If you guys did enjoy this, though, please make sure you hit that sub button. Let me know what you guys think about our team and maybe our playoff potential coming up here at midseason. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.